I'm just gonna get a heater. I've decided. It's fine. Nzoyisa ga aya, and then I'll store it in her garage. She won't even know. Oh my god. Nati, they know, but they are politicians. Shitting commences now. I can't. This is shy yonkin. Sishawe yonkin once. Yonkin nje yabona nje vele kushube nje kube nyingi. Contour. Dad, you're gonna make me look like an idiot on these things.
3, 2, 1, action.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lungile Tamote, and thank you so much for joining me once again. Today's video we are going to be doing a full face of only Scarlet Hill products. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will know that for the past couple of weeks I have really been diving into skincare, but makeup has always been my first love, and so that is where we are going back to today. We are going back to our roots. Actually, thinking of Scarlet Hill makes me reminisce back to the launch of Scarlet Hill, which was a highlight in my life. Rewind to the launch. And rewind back. Okay, so let's get started with this full face of using only Scarlet Hill products. Okay, so I have already prepped and primed my face using the Scarlet Hill setting spray and primer. So what I normally do, regardless of the type of look that I'm going for that day, is I will mist the face using the setting spray and then go over that with a primer, and then you're ready to go. Following priming the face, I am going to go on with color correcting. So I have a bit of pigmentation on the side of my cheeks, and I'm going to be using the pinker color corrector just to spot color correct. And since we're going to be using a BB cream that is a medium coverage, light to medium coverage, then you want to make sure that your skin is really well color corrected, because you're not going to be getting that much coverage from the BB cream as compared to what you would get from a foundation. So I'm just going to use my hand to tap that into the skin. And as you can see, it is also quite light. It is not a heavy color corrector. It's just to balance out the tone of the skin. So once that is all done, then we're going to go in with the BB cream and apply that all over the face. It is up to you whether you use a beauty blender or use a foundation brush. I prefer to use a foundation brush because that gives me better control of the product, especially because it is light to medium coverage. So a foundation brush will help me get a bit more coverage than what I would normally go for. So I am going to be using a combination of 2 shades. The one is Butterscotch and Salted Caramel. So I'm going to start off by using Salted Caramel, and this is majority of my skin tone. The Butterscotch shade I'm going to use on the perimeter of my face, and this is just to help create a bit more dimension. And so I like concentrating the product in the center first and then blending it outwards. So you want to make sure that you get the product in the little crevices of the skin and really blend it in until it's really well blended with your skin. So you can also use your hands to blend in the product, whatever tool that you are most comfortable with. There isn't a specific rule as to which tool you should be using for whatever product. So as you can see, I'm blending the product out towards the surroundings of my face, I suppose. And you obviously want to blend the product down towards your neck so that it looks like one canvas and is just not a mask. Okay, so that is it for the BB cream. Let's get straight into the next step. Next, we are going to be contouring the face. We're not going to be doing a really light contour because you have used a light coverage on the skin, and so you want everything to be quite balanced. I'm going to be using the Contour and Glow palette, and this is the shade Medium in the Contour and Glow palette. And so we're going to be doing a very light contour just to give you a bit more dimension. I'm going in with this shade over here. I'm just placing the product under my cheekbone. This is just to give me slight dimension and make my cheekbones pop a bit more, because we've been having a bit more to eat during quarantine, so the face is a little more rounded than it should be. And so yeah, and then we're going to be going in with the same shade, placing it right under the jawline just to chisel out the jawline. Okay, so use same shade around your forehead, especially if you have a larger than normal forehead like me, and just to reduce that size a little bit. I just want the side of my cheeks to be a little deeper in dimension, and so I'm going to go with the darker shade. So as you can see, you can see the dark contour underneath. However, it is still quite, it's not dark enough that it looks out of place with the BB cream and the coverage that I've gone for with the BB cream. Okay guys, so once we are done with the contour, then we are going to be going in with the highlight, because I just want to finish doing the skin first before focusing on the eyes. So for highlight, we are going to be using two different faves of mine. First, the Contour and Glow palette, as well as the body bronzer in the shade Copper Ice. Okay, so for highlight, you want to focus the highlight on the cheekbone, because that is where you want to brighten the face. So highlight is meant to go on the highest point of the face. So your nose, a little bit on the forehead, you can put a bit of it on the chin, and then on the cheekbones. And yeah, you can use whatever brush you prefer. I prefer using a full fluffy brush for this, and it just gives you a beautiful added dimension to the face. As you can see, super natural, not blinding, unless you want it to be blinding, but not today, okay? I also like using the body bronzer. Now I like putting this on my collarbone, because if you're wearing a top that is slightly off the shoulder like so, then you really want to pull the makeup down to the collarbone, and it just makes the entire look seamless. So we're going to be using the body bronzer in the shade Copper Ice, and we're putting this on the collarbone just for added dimension. So right after that, we are going to be going in with a blush palette. This is the Dream Blush palette, and I'm going to be going in with this deeper shade of blush tone. I also like adding a little bit of blush on the nose, because it makes it look like you just sneeze like Okay, beautiful. And then we are going to be going to the eyes next. Right, so with eyes, you want to start by prepping your lid, and I'm going to be using a color corrector to prep the lid. And you want to apply a little bit. So if you apply a lighter shade of concealer or color corrector, whatever you prefer, on the lid, it helps basically to intensify whatever shade you are adding onto the lid on top of that. So alright guys, so I'm going to start by creating a base for my eyeshadow palette, and also it's because the intensity of the color, I wanted to blend into this transitioning shade. So I'm using the pink from the Tropical Heat palette, and I'm going to start by blending it into the lid. So you want to be very gradual with the way in which you blend eyeshadow. and you don't want to pick up a lot of product at the same time. Everything is added in layers. Okay, so once we are done applying the transitioning shade from the Tropical Heat palette, we are going to go in with the Pucker Up lip glosses. I absolutely love the Pucker Up lip glosses, and today we are particularly going to be using the pink shade to concentrate on the center of the eyelid and blend it out into the transitioning shades. Alright, so we are going to be starting with using the eyeliner, and I'm just going to be smudging it above my waterline. And this is just to make sure that it blends well when I apply the mascara. Okay, so once we are done applying the liner, then I'm going to go in with the Triple Threat mascara. Alright guys, so since we are done applying the mascara and liner, then I'm just going to be placing the lashes right on my natural lashes. Alright, so next is lips, and with lips I'm going to be using basically 3 different products. First is the Pucker Up lip gloss in the shade Nude and Clear. And then I'm going to be using the Scarlet Hill lipsticks in the shade Next to Nada. Because girl, no one is going to be even close to a mile of how beautiful you look when you are going to be done. Okay, so let's start with lips. First I'm going to be applying the Pucker Up lip gloss in the nude shade, just as the base. Then I'm going to be going in with the Scarlet Hill lipstick in the shade Next to Nada. I'm concentrating this in the center of the lip, so basically we're creating a slightly ombre lip effect. Now that that is done, I'm going to be glossing up the lips using the Pucker Up lip gloss in the shade Clear. Okay guys, so that is it for today's look. I hope that you were able to grab a couple of tips and tricks from the tutorial, and I hope that you will go in store to grab these beautiful goodies from Scarlet Hill. Head makeup artist signing off. Before we sign off though, remember to like, comment and subscribe. Also let me know in the comments below what type of videos you would like to see more of on the channel. I know that you guys really enjoyed last week's video with my sister Ayanda, but yeah, to more collaborations in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.